EAFC 24 is finally here. In today's video, we're going to look at some cheap starter Premier League players for EAFC Ultimate Team. I'm going to be doing a lot of EAFC content this year, so if you like what you see, please subscribe. If there's anything else you want to see, let me know in the comments. Let's get straight into it. So for each position, I'm going to do a really cheap, mid-tier, and a little bit pricier pick, but they're all good players that you can reasonably get at the start of the game without having to pay for points. Right, so starting with our cheapest goalkeeper, we have David Raya, obviously Arsenal's #1. He is 80 rated this year. You can pick him up for just 900 coins at the time of recording. Pretty much all of my games so far. He's a pretty solid keeper, decent diving kick. Obviously, occasionally he's going to get caught out. For a starter Premier League goalkeeper, you can't really go wrong. Our mid 81 rated this year. He's a little bit pricier to his positioning. And our most expensive goalkeeper, bit of a sneaky tactic. Obviously, Lloris not playing for Spurs as their #1 anymore, but he is subject to the club, so you can still get him for your Ultimate Team. So he's currently 6,204. So once you start to rack up a few more coins, this is someone that might surprise you given silver at 84 rated. He's currently just 1,900 coins. To me, useful for a couple of reasons. He's really good fodder if you do need to use him for SBCs and you need a higher rating. So someone you can pick up quite easily, but very good in game. So game is not as reliant on pace, so I've not found him getting caught out too bad. Especially playing with three centre backs, he is a nice option to slot in, despite the lack of pace. You will be surprised how good he is. So next up we've got Kieran Trippier. He's currently 5,400 points, 85 rated. Again, not someone that I would have picked last year given the lack of pace, but it's all changed in this FIFA. Decent defending stats, but where he really comes into his own is in his passing, so he's brilliant as a wing back. And then he's also got this whipped pass, so he can do brilliant crosses, and he's got dead ball and long throw as well. And our slightly more expensive choice, John Stones, really cheap City defender, 5,500 coins right now, 85 rated, 85 defense. He's really solid. The 72 pace is fine. I've actually found his 75 passing is a little bit misleading because I've been able to make some really good balls through the middle with him. Right, so our cheapest midfielder, we've got Yuri Telemans. Only 700 coins, he's 82 rated, really good passing stat, 85. He can play as a CDM as well. His defense is not great, but I do find he does stick a leg out in the midfield, so he can be pretty handy. He's pretty agile as well, you can move him about quite easily. And he's got quite a few play styles on as well, so power shot, incisive pass, ping pass, long ball pass. Quite an all-rounder to be honest, you can't go wrong for 700 coins. Our mid-tier, who's actually also 700 coins, is Almiron. So he plays as a right mid or a right winger. He's got 87 pace. He is absolutely rapid on the wing. Dribbling, 81. He's got 4-star skills, so he's perfect as a sort of tricky winger. He's got rapid play style, quick step, relentless. A really nice asset to have and one that's not going to break the bank. Now, our most expensive midfielder is Odegaard. And this is quite a price difference to the other players I've showed you at 14,000 coins. But for the player you get, this is still an absolute steal. Someone I would prioritise getting into your midfield, especially if coins are going to be a bit scarce. 88 passing is really handy, 87 dribbling. He's got 5-star skill moves. He's just a really solid creative player. Incisive pass is his playstyle plus, and he is really good. When you pick out the right through ball with him, you can cut a defence in half. He's got a ton of playstyles as well. He's got 6 playstyles on: pinged pass, whipped pass, flare, first touch, Travella. He's a really solid option. He's controlled explosive as well. Probably my favourite player I've used so far, and a really cheap, nice midfield option. And last but not least, our strikers. So our cheapest option, and he's actually my favourite option that I'm suggesting for strikers, is Callum Wilson. This guy is an absolute beast. I'll put a few clips on screen of some of the goals I've been scoring with him. He is so good. It's 750 coins. Really nice starter striker. Doesn't actually have any playstyles on at all, but he's got 80 pace, 82 shooting. He's a perfect option for evolutions because you can get those stats up a few as well. I just found he's a great finisher. I think I've scored like 12 goals in 6 games with him or something like that. Really solid early option for you. Bit of a pricier player is Dan Numa. He's a little bit more mobile than Wilson. Obviously he's 11,000 coins. He's pacier. He's got 4-star skills. And he does have a couple of playstyles on, unlike Wilson, so he's got the power shot, rapid and flare, and he's controlled explosive, so a really good option if you want someone who's just going to be able to turn into the box, make those darting runs without having to break the bank for someone like Darwin Núñez. He's currently 27,250 coins. He is a beast, 90 pace, so he's far above any of the other recommendations that I've made. Playstyle rapid on top of that, and he's got quick step, Really good at his feet for someone that's so big. Doesn't have any skill moves, but the pace and finishing more than makes up for it. Right, there we have it. If you've enjoyed this video, you want to see me do more content, let me know what leagues you want me to have a look at, and I'll happily put something together. As I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of EAFC content this year, so if there's anything else that you'd like to see, give me a shout. And if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.